Hello and welcome to Mythical Meeples. Today I'll be unboxing the Stormlight Premium Miniatures from Brotherwise Games. As you can see already, there's a nice mix of miniatures here. So I've got the painted miniatures, the chasmfiend, the Way of Kings collection, the Army Builders pack. You can also see Town down here in the background, as well as the art prints. Not shown here, but what I'll be briefly looking at as well are the 6 painted miniatures. So that's Adolin, Dalinar, Shallan, Kaladin, Seth, and Jasna. Not only is there the Way of Kings collection, but we've also got the Words of Radiance, Oathbringer, and Rhythm of War. We've got the Gargantuan chasmfiend, which you can just see here. Town in the bottom here. Shardbearer. We've got the Army Builder 6-pack, and we've got the Bridge display stand along with Nale, Risen, and Zelion. And where currently there's quite a bit of glare from the light, we will be opening these up. It's just because the plastic on the box is really shiny and reflective. Later on I'll be doing more videos looking sort of each section more in turn. This is just a brief overview of everything that we've got. So we're going to start with the Way of Kings, Words of Radiance, Oathbringer, and Rhythm of War collections. So Way of Kings, you can see we've got Seth, we've got Dalinar in Shardplate, Ashone, Kaladin, Sil, Shallan, and Lopen. Just going to look inside now. See, they're very well protected. And now you can have a really good look at them. So you can see Ashone here. Let's look at the detail on her. Got Lopen, Kaladin in his Parshendi armour, Seth, Shallan, Dalinar, and Sil. Next up, we've got the Words of Radiance set. So as you can see, we've got Adolin in his Shardplate, Pattern, Wit, Kaladin, Taravangian, Vale, and Rock. So let's have a look at Adolin. So this is the same miniature they use for the painted miniatures. Again, you can make out all of the detail in the armour. Really, really beautiful models. I love Pattern. What they've done with him is really, really cool. And I love the weird shape of his head. Next up is the Oathbringer collection. So who do we get in Oathbringer? We get Leshwi, Renarin, Lift, Dalinar, Jasna, Seth, and Relaine. So I love Leshwi. She's probably one of my favourite non-point of view characters. And just look at the flowing robes on her. They're going to be really, really fun to paint. I love the fact they've got Dalinar in sort of full bondsmith mode at the end of Oathbringer. That's so cool. Gonna be interesting painting. Try and maybe do some other sort of lighting on the hands, but I'm not sure yet. And then again, Seth and Jasna from this set are both the same as the painted miniatures. So you can see Seth here with Nightblood. And you can see Jasna, sorry, as her Else calling. And you've got Lift down the bottom here as well. So a lot of the Knight's Radiance in full Knight Radiant mode, as it were. Finally for this set, we've got the Rhythm of War collection, which I've opened from the other side just to confuse myself. So who have we got in here first before we got a bit carried away? So you've got Adolin, Maya, Vaya, Kaladin, Venli, Navani and Teft. So let's have a look at Venli here. I really like what they've done for the listeners and singers. I love the appearance of them, and they'll be really interesting to paint as well. I think this is probably what everyone's looking forward to seeing. It's Kaladin in full shard plate. Look at that. I love the scenes from the books, and being able to replicate them is going to be incredible. Adolin here, outside of his shard plate. As I said before, I'll be looking at each of these in more details in other videos. We're just having a first look at everything now. Next, let's have a look at the chasmfiend. So you can see there's a lot of glare on the box again, which is why we've not focused on it too much. Ooh. This one's sort of sealed in there. I'm going to do this off camera, and there we go again. Just didn't want to break it by doing it on camera. That is beautiful. It's quite a big, as you can see by my hand, it's quite a big model. I mean, if that's a centerpiece, quite like to do a diorama with that and Dalinar, potentially. Such a beautiful model. I'm really looking forward to painting that. Gonna have to reread the books again so that I can get a good idea and try and really capture them from the books. That is stunning. It's all one piece as well. So obviously getting your brush in there is going to be quite challenging. But that is incredible. So next up, we're going to have a look at some of the other characters. But first, we're going to start with the Army Builder pack, just to have a look at the infantry. So for me, these will be more of a way of practicing painting the other ones. Testing colour schemes, that sort of thing. So here you've got the Alethi. Even just the basic warriors have so much detail on them, it's quite incredible. Here you can see the Parshendi, so you've got sort of similar poses, but they're so different. Style, design. They are gorgeous models. So you've got two Alethi spearmen. Wearing the cobalt blue. Oh, they've got Dalinar's sigil on there by the looks of it. Then you've got two Parshendi warriors as well. They are really cool. I love the Parshendi, what they've done with them. The listeners, the singers, however you want to refer to them. Next, let's have a look at the shardbearer. So I've had to open the shardbearer in town off camera. I really struggled to get into those boxes, so just be warned when you're doing so. You may find them quite challenging to open and not rip the box. Damn, this shardbearer looks great. Sword is a bit flat, but otherwise I really like the model. I brought a few of these again just to sort of practice painting on them. Trying different colour schemes, that sort of thing. I'm really excited to see what I can do with them. And Town had the same issues as the shardbearer in regards to the box. Getting the lid off proved really difficult. And as you can see, it's quite hard to get in there as well. Oh, look at Town. Such a great model. I'm really excited to paint these up. They did a really good job of capturing the essence of the characters as well, I feel. Last up, we've got Nale, Risen, and Zelion. I feel like I'm going to have to listen to the audiobooks at some point to get the correct pronunciations on these names. But also just because I think they'll be really interesting to listen to. So here is Risen, who we meet in a few interludes. She appears at the end of Oathbringer and also is one of the main characters of Dawn Shard. Look how detailed that is, all the woodwork on the chair. You've got Chiri on the top here. They've really done a good job of her. Then we've got Zelion, who I'm not sure if we've met in the books yet. Looks like a Parshendi perhaps, or a listener with black armour. I feel like I might know who they are, but I'm not 100% certain. And then we've got Nale, who feels very much like Nale should feel. And it's really, really cool. They've done such a good job of capturing the essence of his character. And the artwork they've done as well for how they've painted him, for me, really reflects how he is in the books. Next, we're going to look at the bridge display stand, and we are going to look at the art prints as well. So the bridge display stand, as you might expect, is a representation of Bridge 4. It's very simple, very easy design, but just a great way to put all your Bridge 4 characters on. And hopefully there'll be enough space as more are released to put all of them on there. And now let's look at the art prints. So here you have the nine of the swords of the heralds. You can see there's a gap here where presumably the last one should be. You've got Kaladin and Seth in the sky. You've got Shallan, Adolin, Seal, Patton, Maya, and Kaladin, I think, down there at the bottom of the Oath Gates. And then you've got Wit here. You can see just all of the artwork around him playing on his flute. So those are really, really beautiful prints. I'm really happy with those. And finally, we've got the painted figures. So you've got Kaladin here. I'm probably not going to take these out of the box for now. I'll save that for another video. But you can see them quite clearly despite the reflection. Really, really detailed. Really looking forward to finding somewhere to put these, really. That's why I'm not opening them up yet. I want to keep them safe until I do. And you've got a little bit on the back. In an age of storms and war, the Knight's radiance must stand again. Seth's son Valano has renounced his role as the assassin in white. Now, as a skybreaker, he wields a blade with the power to slay a god. And you've got Shallan here. I think Shallan's one of my favourite characters throughout the book. Got the nice little glyph on her coat there. Got a shard blade in her hand. We've got Adolin in his shard plate. Adolin has a really good character arc. He's probably one of my... I like all of the characters and say one of my favourites, but you can't really... Adolin Colin, the sharply dressed, charismatic heir to the princedom, is an unmatched duelist. Over time, Adolin has formed a unique bond with his shardblade, Maya Laren. You've got Jasna, the Elsecaller. I'm really excited to see Jasna's book. Got a while to wait yet, but just seeing things from her point of view would be really, really interesting. Finally, we've got Dalinar. They've done a really, really good job of capturing the essence of a bondsmith. So I always felt like that's one of the hardest ones to show or visualise the powers of in a way. Well, not visualise, but represent them. Once a brutal warlord, now the bondsmith of a new era, Dalinar Kholin leads the coalition to defeat Odium. His calling, unite the people of Roshar. So that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it helpful. As I said, we'll be taking a closer look at more of these in the future, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This helps me grow as a channel, and it's always nice to hear your feedback as well. And if you want to support me in other ways, you can become a member of Mythical Meeples or support me on Patreon. There's links below for both of those, and you'll get access to extra content, sneak previews, and behind the scenes. So for now, this is it. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.